Hey there. How are you? Colleen, Wynia, you reset your vibe, vision coach and spiritual intuitive. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, we talk about things like spiritual experiences, how to align with yourself and raise your vibration, how to apply healthy living, vibrational frequency methods in order to live the life that you love on purpose and really overcome things that are in your way and become energized, become more clear, become more creative, and so forth. So in this video today, I want to welcome you to an experience to join in the party here. My client today is learning to trust spiritual signs. And what I mean by that is there's signs everywhere in the universe. You know, you are having things happen to you each and every day. Whether it is that you've been through a transition and a loss like she has, or myself, many beloveds, year over year for a long time, 12 years in a row almost, or you've gone through a really hard time these past couple of years, or there's something going on with your health or relationship. Whatever that is, there's always a way through. So my client today, she is actually a palliative care doctor. So not, unfamiliar with death and passing. And there's a part of her that's been opening up more recently, which is happening to a lot of you guys on the planet. Myself included, for 20 years, I've been engaging in this language. And the thing is, when we open up our eyes, we open up our hearts, it's right there. So I'll give you a little background story, and we're going to show you a way to connect with your beloveds, to recognize the signs, and perhaps how to use this information to your advantage moving forward so you can live the life on purpose that you want. I actually work with men and women who are heart-centered leaders and visionaries. Visionaries who are building a business and wanting to serve their clients, and we get in the way of ourselves. And what we really want to do is look for the signs, right? The signs that are all around us, the signals from our own body, the signs that are flashing at us all the time. A lot of you may be seeing numbers, feeling vibrational energies, just the veil is thinning. And one of the ways that my beloveds have shown me and helped me overcome grief and loss, move through self-doubt, self-worth issues, abusive experiences that I allowed myself to engage in like a million moons ago, is follow the signs, right? So learn about that even if your loved one has passed over, that they're still there for you. So as my client today was telling me, she said, so I'm at a point in my life where, it's been fresh. She lost her sister last April, which is less than a year ago. And she works in a hospital. And in this hospital, she has not yet entered the room. She's not gone into the room where her sister transitioned. Another word for that is passed away, or died. I use the word transition because I believe our soul continues and we're moving from one form to another, right? So one form in the physical back to our plane where we came from. So she got the courage up because she's having these experiences, and she decided today is the day, and she goes into the room and she does two things. So number one, this is how you want to communicate with your loved ones. Number one, she said, this is really hard. She was talking to her sister in spirit. So this is really hard for me. So it's taken me a lot of courage. Please help me. So number one, she asked for support. Number two, she asked for a sign. How many of you do that? You're like, show me a sign that I'm not making this up, that it's really, really real, that you're still with me, right? Show me a sign. I get this all the time on my website, which is, by the way, is ColleenWynia.com, C-O-L-L-E-E, try that again, ColleenWynia.com, ColleenWynia.com. There's a blog there that many people around the world have left their comments. So have a peek over there. And so she gets the courage up, she goes into the room. Who's in there? In the bed where her sister transitioned, but another patient. She doesn't know the other patient, but she opened a door and she had a short conversation with the patient and the family members that were there. 2 family members. And guess what happened? She found out that one family member had the same name as her father, The other family member has the same name as her mother. Wow. Can you see where I'm going here? She asked her sister in spirit, who has transitioned, for a sign. And it was really hard for her to go into that room. And she goes to the bed of where the sister had transitioned, and now there's another patient, obviously months away, months later. And wow, these names. So she was like, I think that's a sign. And I said, well, I can affirm that for you, because I knew it was the way that her sister's communicating to her. They're so crazy. They do all these subtle things. So I said, but you're the one that matters. What you feel matters. How does it make you feel? Does it bring joy and lightness in your body? Does it stir up a bit of like exhilaration or happiness or like curiosity? And she said, yeah, makes me feel better. Right? So that's it. So this is how we go about recognizing signs. If you follow my channel, you are going to come across videos of beloveds moving objects. You're going to hear me talk about beloveds playing with electricity. You know, one of my favorite stories, I don't know, my all-time, I have so many of them. So do my clients who share them with me, and the ones we discover together, like today. One of them I'll leave you with is really, really cool. My cousin Rob, he found out he had cancer at 25. He lived 2.5 years and he transitioned at 27. Well, 25 years later, he still communicates with me. I love it. And one of the second signs that I can remember, I remember one clear, really clear, it's pretty cool. Second one, they're both really cool. But the one that was really, really cool, and I have a video about it. So if you click on the link up above there somewhere, I'll make sure I post a link to that video. And it's me talking about electricity, spirits communicating through electricity, and it's about a clock radio. So if you're into that, I still own the clock radio. Here's what happened. I'll give you just a little highlight, and I want you to go learn all about it. Okay, it's going to help you. It's going to help warm your heart. It's going to help you open up your intuitive abilities. Essentially, my cousin showed his presence through, it was very, very cool, through music. Anyone else have like songs that you hear? So he shows himself through music and through radio stations, because our beloveds communicate through frequencies, right? Radio waves is a frequency. How you feel energetically when you feel those vibrations running through you, getting energy healing, or like just stirring inside of you, that's energy. And so essentially in this, experience, he played with the radio station. I'll let you go to the video and get the full juice. But he was able to show me he was there by making a few little changes. But I didn't know at first. It took me several days and repeat occurrences to wake up to the experience. So if you really want to see the journey I went through in trusting eventually that this was him communicating, and the ways that I knew it was him and not another beloved, these are all really key pieces that I talk about in that video. So again, click on that link that pops up, or I'll put it in the show notes down below, and have a lot of fun. Your loved ones are there for you. When you learn to connect and grow your intuition with them, you end up aligning your health in a higher vibration. You overcome grief and loss so much better. You can be there so much more. Like my client today, who's a palliative care doctor consult, she's going to be able to even have more compassion for the loved ones around. She may already be communicating with the ones that are near transitioning. That's another video. So I wish you a beautiful day. Definitely connect with me. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment if this is something that happens to you. And if you want to go deeper in this kind of work, then you have an opportunity to connect with me as a spiritual coach. There's links down below. Grab yourself a copy of my ebook by getting onto my newsletter list called Heartlink Consulting, and I'll be sure to include you in my community. And lastly, if you're someone who is at a point in their life where you are an entrepreneur or you're a heart-centered leader and you have a vision You have a vision and you want support to truly crystallize your vision and have a pathway to run on, kind of have that airport strip so that can really support you and take off. I have a program just for you. It's accessible all around the world. And the women who took it last year, particularly, one of them found her dream home, purchased it. It'd been on her wish list for 15 years. Another gal gained confidence to share her vulnerable story to help grow her health business. It was amazing. Another one came into and connected with me to connect with her twin sister who had transitioned. And that was our number one focus together, was how could she open up, see the signs, and help her get her sister to help her grow her business. Guess what? Yeah, she's growing her business, and she actually made more money in 1 month in a big bonus than she had in 13 years, right? So this was quite a big bonus win. I love you guys. I'm going to close off now. So if you haven't already connected with me, pop over to my website, ColleenWynia.com, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. The signs are real, guys. The signs are real. Mwah. Love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day.